Stop worrying. Instead, trust in God. At first glance, this seems like one of those classic examples of something being easier said than done, but the Bible has some really helpful advice on how to make this a reality in our lives. In an extension of Jesus' teachings, we're told by Peter in 1 Peter 5 and verse 7 to cast all our cares on God because he cares for us. There's actually two different words used for cares there in the Greek, so that many of the newer translations translate that as cast all your anxieties on God because he cares for you. But what does that actually look like? Is it as simple as giving all our worries to God? While Peter puts it quite succinctly, the origins of this commandment is actually found back in Jesus' teachings on the Sermon on the Mount, found in Matthew chapter 6. Here, Jesus tells his disciples, and by extension us as well, to not be anxious about the things of this life, food, clothing, shelter, for two main reasons. Number one is that being anxious doesn't actually do anything to help the problem. It's like that flowchart about problems that you see, where if you have a problem and you can fix it, it's not really a problem, so you shouldn't have to worry about it. And likewise, if you have a problem and you can't do anything about it, well then it's not something that you should worry about either, because you can't do anything about it. And more importantly, number two, that God takes care of all creation. He knows what all creation needs, from the flowers to the birds, and he cares for it. And if God knows what all creation needs, and he cares for that, he'll also care for us as well. But casting all our cares on God is only one part of a two-step process. The context to Jesus' advice about anxiety here in Matthew chapter 6 is all about service, that we can't serve two masters. Although we're told to cast all our cares on God, what Jesus is really saying is, don't let your anxiety get in the way of serving your Heavenly Father. Yes, there are certain things that are necessary in our lives, but don't become so anxious about them that you become paralyzed in your service to God. Step one is to cast all our cares on God. But step two is to use that newfound freedom in order to seek first God's kingdom and his righteousness. And when we do that, Matthew 6 says that all these things, all the things that we were anxious about, will be added unto us. So as we strive to apply these commandments of Christ in our own lives, let's cast our cares on God, but let's also seek first his kingdom. Stop worrying, trust in God.